Hello, gentlemen, and warm welcome to you this session. We are going through the paper technical writing, and in that one, the first unit is technical writing, and we saw already what is technical writing, the definitions, and how it is done. Okay, and the second unit is writing process. So in previous session, if you have seen, means I have just given the PDF regarding with the writing process. What is this writing process? As no one raised questions, I think it will be good to go through the next one, which comes as pre-writing. Okay. If you see what is this pre-writing means, before I go to this slide, I would like to ask one question to you guys. What we actually do when we buy a new pen? Yeah, probably we try to write something on paper, isn't it? It is just to check it out, to make sure the pen is in writing condition, isn't it? So you can ask, what is this for? What it has got with our pre-writing? Gentlemen, pre-writing is something like how we scribble on the paper before we buy a new pen. Okay. So pre-writing means, please don't come to the conclusion that it is scribbling. Okay, I just gave the example. We check it out, isn't it? Okay, just like that, pre-writing is also before you attempt to write a research work, you attempt to write any type of work. Okay, pre-writing is very essential task, gentlemen, according to me. Okay, because the pre-writing, it gives us certain ideas that with which we have to be careful, and what are the parts can be eliminated. Okay, also can be added, what are the logics, subjects, okay, objectives, it could be included, so that our writing could be a good one. Okay, now let me come to the point. Here on the screen you can see some 4 points are jotted down. Okay, let me go it one by one. The first point is, pre-writing is considered the first step in the traditional writing process. It is sometimes referred to as the invention stage. Okay, so this pre-writing, it is the first step. Okay, first step in the sense that you will have a rehearsal, isn't it? For example, if you are going to perform a drama, means you will have rehearsals. Okay, just gentlemen, this pre-writing is also a rehearsal. Okay, that you have to consider, and this rehearsal is very important in the process of writing. Okay, it is sometimes referred to as the invention stage, because here you come to know what are the things are to be considered as important. Okay, what can be eliminated, on what topic you have to highlight. Okay, all these things, it will come to our mind. You just give a try, you will come to know what is it. Not alone theoretically, practically also you will come to know what is this pre-writing is. Then second point, anything you do before, oh sorry, the thing, it has just passed on. So if you have got three more points are there. If you wish to know that, if you like it, means please let me know. Inshallah, that slide alone I will give you the explanation. Okay, now let us come to the second one. So what are the things that are highlighted in pre-writings? Okay, the pre-writing techniques. Okay, so the things which has to be considered in pre-writings, what are that? Here we call it as a techniques. Okay, so don't get confused yourself that this technique is different and the points are different. No. Okay, we are just giving it as a heading. Okay, we take it as a granted for calling these things which has to be considered as techniques to be considered for the pre-writing process. Okay, let me go by the slide. There are a variety of basic techniques. Okay, each and everyone has got a basic techniques. Okay, one they will go by their own experience, one what they have got, what the knowledge they have gained. Okay, one on theory. Okay, one on practically they will examine. Okay, so it depends. Whereas for us, if you see, means listening, free writing, clustering, scratch, outline, these four things are considered as the basic techniques. Okay, for pre-writing. And now these points I told you, no, listening, all these things, we will see it one by one. Now it is listing. Sorry gentlemen, I misspelled as listening. Okay, listing. So what is listing? Okay, very well, this itself, the word itself, it will give you the idea, I think so. List, L-I-S-T. If you want to go to some mall, if you want to buy things, means probably we will take a list, what are the things that we have to buy. Yeah, here also the same thing are there, but it is related with the writing. Okay, the first point, jot down every idea you have about your topic. Okay, so on what you are going to write, all the ideas related to that topic, you have to take it. Okay, that is, you have to consider. First, the step itself is that the points related to your topic, you have to jot down, you have to take it down. Okay, then free associate, don't hold back anything. So whatever the points that you have taken down as the list for your topic, you have to make it sure that you freely associate. That is, you can give the examples, okay, which are universally accepted one, and it is not necessary that you have to hold it back. Only the things which are given or as recognized one, that alone that you have to take into consideration. No need of giving examples. Very well, example I would like to say myself as an example for this one. I think I do my best in this free association. Okay, the examples I will give it, that one you can take it as an example for this free associate. Okay, then the second point is, try to brainstorm for at least 10 minutes. So I think you will have got the idea of what is brainstorm. Okay, for this activity, you at least you have to take 10 minutes. Okay, so what the 10 minutes could be? It could be of for what is the purpose of your writing. Okay, why you attempt to write. So like this questions you can ask yourself, or else you can have like a ice breaking session also with your friends. So you can discuss, okay, and you can come to a conclusion. So for that also you have to, that is that ice breaking or brainstorm, that activity you have to consider for the purpose of writing your topic. Okay, let me come to the next one. Write everything down in a list form. So whatever the points, okay, while brainstorming or while you are taking the list related to your topic, all that things you should have to write in a order. Okay, so that probably the points that you have taken in order, it will be helpful for you guys when you start to write either a research project or whatever the writing is. It will give you the ideas, it will give you the ways that how you can approach your writings, so that your work, it could be considered or recognized as a good one. Okay, write everything down in a list form. In that one we can see 2 points are there. This can be one word, a phrase, an entire sentence or more. Okay, so it depends upon the person, gentlemen. For example, you can take it a word alone, and that word, it should be in such a way that it should act as a hint to you. Okay, when that word you take, okay, probably whatever the points related to that word, it should come to your mind and you have to use it in your writing. Okay, sorry sir, a word can't be what is it, a hint for me, I will forget it because I will correlate with some other words. Means you can have a phrase. Okay, if phrase also doesn't help you, means you can have a entire sentence. Okay, the idea that you get, okay, as a hint you can take the entire sentence or more, whatever the way you feel it will be helpful for you to list as the point, so that it will be helpful for your writing process. Means you can take it as a granted. Okay, the next one is, remember, do not worry about grammar and spelling at this point, just get your thoughts on paper. Okay, so the thing here they saying is that you no need to worry about grammar. Okay, especially in this point. In this point means pre-writing, while you take the hints here, you no need to worry about grammar. But gentlemen, when you attempt to write either a essay or a report or whatever it is, you have to be very very careful regarding with the usage of language, its grammar, everything you have to be very well, especially the definition, the synonym of the words, the vocabulary that you use, you have to be very careful. So the thing that here it means is that only in the point of taking the notes, the list, okay, of the point which could be helpful to you as a hint, here you no need to worry about the grammar, all those things. Okay, the second point is free writing. Let us see what is this free writing is. Some people just prefer to start writing in order to find a focus for their essays. Okay, this to the best of my experience, only the great people, the genius, they can do it. Okay, a layman like me, I can't at all imagine that I can start writing so that I will have a idea in future for my essays. It is not so, gentlemen. So don't have this free writing. So how we can start this free writing? Okay, we can start this. I will go by the points. Take out a blank sheet of paper or open a new Word document. So the very first thing is here I would like to give the example of for example, I ask you to write a essay on how to prepare lemonade. Means what you will do. Okay, first you will take paper, then you will just take the points, important points, like have a lemon, cut it into piece. Okay, which you can see in the elementary school books. Okay, in general school books itself we can see the vocabularies. They will give a separate what is it, a column in the end of the lessons. Okay, so like that, here what you have to do is that first you take a paper, or if you are attempting to write on a computer, means you can have a separate new Word document, then begin writing for at least 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, this is something like, it is a ice breaking, it is a brainstorming for writing. I don't know how many of you have got this point. Okay, so first 10 or 15 minutes you spend on writing. Okay, because gentlemen, when you start to write, okay, at that time, one who is with a clear mind, a sound mind, they will keep on writing what they have started, whereas the weak mind people, okay, they will get struck. And for this I can give the example of examination. Okay, during examinations, I too have done this many times. I start to write, I start to answer the question. After starting to write the question for 5 or 10 minutes, I will get struck. Okay, and I will be not able to continue it. The reason is that because this is happens just as a ice breaking. Okay, and for avoiding this, the teachers ask you to write and see. Okay, before you go for examination, the teachers probably they will எழுதி பாரு. Okay, this is what they say. The reason is that because you may have a flow of idea about that, and you probably don't get struck. And the third point, oh my god. Okay, as I said, if you want to know more, please let me know. I will tell you what it is. Okay, now clustering. Okay, these are the points that in first we saw that, isn't it? And now here it comes, what is this clustering? This is a great technique for visual learners, since this type of pre-writings allows you to visually see how ideas can go together under each cluster. Okay, very well. On the right side of your screen you can see a topic is there, it is given, and you can see the clusters, like idea 1, idea 2, idea 3, idea 4, idea 5, and how all these ideas can be clustered or brought together for the topic what we have selected to write. Okay, this is what is, gentlemen, in simple. Okay, how we can relate all these ideas all these general ideas to our specific topic. Okay, let me go to the slide. To get started, to get started this clustering, okay, bringing together the ideas, how we can do it. Place your general subject in a circle in the middle of a blank sheet of paper. Okay, so what they ask is that, the first one slide we saw that take a paper or a document. No, here in this paper or document, what you have to do is you have to give a topic. For example, you are writing about Shakespeare, means write down the Shakespeare in the center of the paper. Okay, then begin to draw other lines or circles that shoot out from the original topic. So what are the things related to him? You can just write it out, or you can just as you see on the screen, you can just draw the circles. Okay, and what are the related topics to Shakespeare, you can just jot it down, you can list it out there, and you can try to cluster that to your topic, that is the essay on Shakespeare. Okay, The third point, cluster the ideas that seem to go together. Yeah, this is very important, gentlemen, that one you have to see only the points, okay, that which are related to Shakespeare. For example, Ben Jonson, he is a critic of Shakespeare, okay. uh, Here I am very much focused on Shakespeare, okay. I'm not worried about the contemporary criticizers who criticize this man or whatever he had the problems. I am not worried about all those things, okay. I am worried about only about Shakespeare. I consider, for example, as a hero, and I want to project all his good. So what I do, what are the things are related to him which can be related to show him as a legend, okay, a genius in the English language, English literature. That alone. Yeah, Ben Jonson also, he too has got his own contribution to Shakespeare. So here, can I take Ben Jonson? No, I should have to avoid Ben Jonson, because I am taking Shakespeare and I am focused to show this man as the legend or genius of the language English, especially English literature. So the point, for example, Ben Jonson, it is not that I wrong, that I have wrongly taken Ben Jonson as a idea, okay. Here when I am focused to say about only about Shakespeare, means it is not necessary to say about Ben Jonson. So what I can do, I can just remove the point of Ben Jonson, okay. Other points I can take down as hints for writing about Shakespeare. That is what the gentleman here they says, that cluster the ideas that seems to go together, okay. And the last point here in this one, try to do this for at least 10 minutes. Yeah, for at least 10 minutes. Why they ask is that, because Ben Jonson also has got the what is that relation, Ben Jonson also is a person who plays a vital role in a Shakespeare, okay. And how do we come to know? This 10 minutes, it will help us to come to know what the points to be said about Shakespeare. I consider Shakespeare as genius. So here when I say Ben Jonson, means probably here I am comparing Shakespeare to Ben Jonson, and when I compare Shakespeare to Ben Jonson also becomes a genius, okay. And I don't want, because the hero whom I have taken to project, to highlight is Shakespeare. And when I can do this is that without any comparison to anything which is not related to Shakespeare, only I have to say about his achievements, okay. If I do so, probably I am justifying my topic, okay. So this 10 minutes, it will be very helpful for us to come to the conclusion that what are the points are important or necessary to highlight the hero or to highlight the topic. And that is the reason why they ask you, gentlemen, just minimum 10 minutes you have to allot for this activity, and you have to minimum do this one for 10 minutes, okay. It sir, only 10 minutes is allowed. It is whether I can't take 15 minutes or 20 minutes or 1 hour. Yes, gentlemen, if you want, you can have even days, weeks, okay. Especially who writes for research, for PhD, they probably it will take time for them to come to a conclusion. So what are the things that he or she, okay, want to highlight on their topic. For your subject, I am just giving this as an example, that minimum you have to spend 10 minutes, okay. So practically you can have the time, the work, the project it gives you to take into consideration for justifying the project that you have taken as your task. Okay, gentlemen, and now after doing all these things, that is having idea and omitting, that is leaving back whatever is not necessary, okay, and having a brainstorming or ice breaking sessions, and you have jotted down all the points, means what you can do, you can start to write your project or your essay. In simple, you can do your writing work.